Hi everyone, Lexi.
Ježišmarja, ženo. Cože? Aureon Soul CGU, OK, let's go! Milio bude co to bude, to holka nebo chlapčete? Náfiri! Kurva, co to je? To je Black Panther, ta hra? Wakanda? Skarner, no konečně do píči. Naštvaného hladového junglera. Jako co to vypadá? Jako Vladimírův barák v Noxu. Třeba by něco společného s Vladem, to je ten champ, já nevím.
And an artistic mid laner who are
Jsou tam hory okolo. Žáka, Ionie, no, nevím. Vlastně, co to je, jakýsi čínský znaky, tak to je, vole, to je podobný Ionie. Lol plus. Může být prozradit tady něco, já nevím, co třeba chystají do budoucna. Nebo já nevím, něco s lorem třeba, vole. Zítra vyjde cinematika, ne? By mělo, když vyjde nová sezóna, tak by měl být tady cinematik. Tak tam bude se Kajsa v latexovým obleku, vole, a prostě no, znáte to.
Hey everyone, I'm Riot Brightmoon, executive producer of League of Legends. And I'm here on behalf of the entire League dev team to welcome you to season 2023. First off, I want to wish you all a happy start of a new season. And I want to thank you for the marks you've all made on League. From the hype plays to the big brain moments, and all the ways you've helped make League what it is today.
Yeah.
We have a lot to share with you, including our final updates on Ahri and Aurelion Sol, some upcoming skin thematics, an update on ranked, and a sneak peek at some champions we'll be releasing later this year. But before we get into what's coming, I want to share a quick recap of this year's preseason. So let's go.
Hardsteel Mundo, to je všechno, co bych řekl. Hardsteel Mundo a Jakšo, Mordekaiser. Ještě něco? Mi chybí? Jo, Ravenou Zidra na každýho AD šampiona, no.
Has had a major glow up. In her new and improved form, instead of resurrecting friends and foes, she now mutates all the plants on the map with Chemtech empowerments. They still do what you're used to, only now with a twist. And each time you defeat the Chemtech Drake, she'll grant stacking tenacity, plus healing and shielding power. If you claim the soul, you'll deal increased damage and receive damage resistance when at low health. We also added new pings to help you communicate with your team more effectively.
Hank yourself, ping, no.
Better pings mean clearer calls on what you want to accomplish as a team. My personal favorite is using the hold ping right after my whole team dies defending Baron. It wouldn't be preseason without some changes in the jungle. You now have a path recommender, an updated camp patient system, and new jungle companions to help you conquer the scary monsters of the jungle. Last, but certainly not least, we have changes like a new rune recommender, some new in-game items, as well as a few returning favorites.
Prostě je to pro blbečky teďka, no.
And a few changes to ARAM, like new Hextech gates that transport you down the map.
To je dobrý, nemusíš furt běhat jako no.
Falling towers and the rubble that they create, and some more balance changes.
Nemá to nesmí zapomínat, že to tam je, no, ten tunel.
ARAM games feeling fair and fun for both teams.
Portál.
Now that we've covered preseason changes, let's talk about some of the new things coming this season.
Ahari Asu?
After a year of waiting, we're finally releasing Ahri's ASU. Her base, her skins, new VFX, splashes, and all 9 tails have been updated and will be out for all of you in just a few weeks. We can't wait to see what you think of her new look.
Moc pěkný. Skins and thematics.
There are a few champions who
Co to bude? Jak to bude vypadat?
haven't gotten a new skin in a while, including Aurelion Sol, Ivern, Kled, and Callista.
Ty šampiony nehraje.
And I have some good news. They'll all be receiving a new skin this year.
Fakt.
Callista's skin is coming
Snad si někdo koupí, no.
to us from a world of beauty and magic.
Ty taky má sténa, dívej se. To vypadá na tomhle artu, jak kdyby to byla jenom hlava s nohama, dívej se. To jsou jen 2 nohy, a které jdou z krku.
Not all within the Fey world is light and beauty. After we leave the Fey
Dojemnej lore.
realms, we're returning to a fan favorite. It's a little bit more adorable than beautiful. The skin line that brought you Pugma, Corky Corgi,
To jsou dobrý skiny, vole.
and York in a cat onesie is coming back. So open up some catnip, dust off your chew toys, because more champions are getting
Kled a další věci nepoznávám. Claire bude kočka, která bude jezdit na psovi z Karlovy, to je docela hustý, kámo. To je docela dobrý nápad, ale zbytek nepoznávám jako tady, no. Veigar, to je Veigar? A jo, on tady má ty oči, vole, vlastně jsem si nevšiml. Veigar nemá luk, a jo, má luk v ruce. Bože, to vypadá tak strašně barevně, že jste si ani nevšiml, že má v ruce luk. Ale, no, asi jo, no tak je to Kindred. Já si fakt myslím, že to je Veigar, však má ty oči, ne, úplně. Proč jezdí na psovi, vole, to Kindred. Bude na sustaje to, ne? Já nevím, no. Těžko říct, ale tohle to je Claire a vypadá solidně. Ale Claire nehraje, jak mi to úplně.
Just a few of the new things we have planned for season 2023. I'll hand it over to Riot Oberon, who will share our plans for Ranked.
Oh my god.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Roberts, also known as Riot Oberon, the project lead for the Game Loop team. We work on things like champ select, matchmaking, and the various queue types.
Ježiš, ty můžeš za všechno. Ty můžeš za všecko.
Not just focused on ladder grinders, we're also here for players who just want to have a good time with friends. Last year, we shared a blog update with some of our upcoming plans, including anonymized champion select, pick order swapping, and the loadout recommender. Since then, we've also been working on a few other projects, and there's one big thing I want to talk to you about today, the mid-year ranked reset. Ranked splits have been in the game for a few years, but until now, they are just a way to separate the single ranked season into thirds to help folks pace their progress. Starting this year, the two ranked splits will have a full ranked reset in between with rewards to match.
Počkej, takže odměny budou dvakrát za rok? Jak to mám chápat?
Here's the thing. A lot of players come back to League at the start of the season, ready for their climb to their ranked goals. But when we look at the data, it doesn't actually take the whole season for players to hit their peak rank if they've been playing consistently every patch. If you don't take your foot off the gas once you start your climb in January, you'll probably reach the peak of your climb around halfway through the year.
No.
After that, things can get a little rough.
Ty vole, ty trvá tak měsíc maximálně, než dáš svůj normální rank, ne? Třeba, když hraješ hodně teda.
For players at higher ranks, the middle of the year can be a
záleží prostě jak moc hraješ.
stress fest of playing just enough to avoid decaying or demoting. And once players realize they're not steadily climbing, many of them either drop out of ranked or turn to smurfing. Neither of these things are great for fair matchmaking or enjoyable league experiences, especially for players starting their climb later in the season.
Nic o tom nevím.
All in all, there are honestly a lot of reasons why most other games, other Riot games included, don't have year-long ranked seasons. So this year, we're getting with the times. When Split 2 starts, it won't be as heavy a reset as the one in January. We're not introducing a second preseason.
Soft Ranked reset bude prostě jen v létě, jo. To je divný. Takže ti sundají rank prostě jako.
So the game won't change dramatically enough.
Takže ty musíš prostě hrát celého toho půl roku tady, aby ti nedropnul rank za neaktivitu. Pak ti ho v polovině roku stejně sundaj a pak to musíš zase nabrat zpátky. Super, takže musíš hrát ještě víc celou jakoby. Ne? Nevychází to tak? Či ano.
And if you've got something keeping you AFK for the first half of the year, don't worry. The mid-year reset is even less significant if you haven't played many games since January. We know this is a huge change, but it's one we think will help keep League feeling modern and fun while addressing a few of the pain points we've seen over the years. Okay, that was a lot. Let's end things on a high note by talking about the shiny stuff. Rewards. Each split, you can earn the full ranked reward suite. Icons and emotes, ranked borders, and a ranked skin. Yes, that means there will be 2 skins for ranked this year. We're also adding in some extra rewards to your climb as you progress on your ranked journey. In addition to this, we're also removing the gold rank requirement from ranked skins.
Odstraním požadavek na zlatou úroveň pro hodnocené skiny.
Now, every ranked player will have the chance to earn the skin moving forward with chromas to match your
To dostane každý, nemusíš mít ani gold?
final rank. The skin will continue to reflect your final ranked achievement, but we want you to also be able to earn it through dedication to climbing. That's
Tak to je shit. Tak to je docela divný, ne? Já si pamatuju, že když jsem byl jakoby low elo, když jsem to začal hrát, tak mě to hrozně motivovalo, že jsem chtěl ten skin prostě. To byla moje jediná motivace, ne? Z začátku prostě. Dostat se do goldu. Ne, nemáte to tak taky, ty vole? Já si pamatuju, že to byla prostě moje asi největší motivace. Dostat se do goldu a měl na konci sezóny lepší odměny prostě. Ne?
If you're below gold, it won't be as easy as play 10 placements for a free skin. The number of games required to earn the skin is drastically higher below gold, so just because you now can earn it at silver or below, doesn't mean you will. That wraps things up for me.
Okay.
Up next is Riot Lexical, who's going to talk to you about our plans
prostě budeme se dát asi hodně, nebo co?
champions this year. Thanks, and good luck on your climbs.
everyone, Lexi
Ježišmarja, že no.
Riot Lexico Gal, the product lead for Champions here. I'm going to talk a bit about some of the new champions we have planned for this year. But before that, I want to touch on our plans for the year overall. This season, we're focusing a bit more on smaller updates to the parts of the champion roster that has been left in the dark. We want to continue improving older champions' gameplay fantasies, so we'll be doing more mid-scope updates throughout 2023. And beyond gameplay changes, we'll also be polishing up some of the roster with much-needed VO updates for a few of our older champions like Nidalee and Varus, both of whom cross paths with some of our upcoming champions.
Co neposlouchal, sorry. Cože? Aurelion Sol CGU, okay, let's go!
First up this year is Aurelion Sol's CGU. In
Yes!
the last small piece, we showed you some of the
Nový
updated
main do
abilities
jungle.
that fans the flame of his dragon fantasy. But we didn't go too deep into the
Bomba.
parts of his kit that strengthen
Co má
his
za čáru tam, vole?
star forging theme. Not only can Aurelion Sol forge
To je
stars
Bůh.
like a
Konečně to bude Bůh, jak má
nebula in
být.
deep space, but he can now drop them from the sky onto his foes in Summoner's Rift. Ooh, ouch.
Ouch.
As we mentioned before in the last video, his new passive causes all of his abilities to grow in size over the course of the game, including his new ultimate. I mean, what's more satisfying than dropping a massive star you forge in outer space on someone's head?
Jo.
We can't wait to see what you all think of the new and improved Starforger, and we hope a lot of you will find a new main with him. After Aurelion Sol, we'll be releasing some brand new champions. One of our goals for the past few years has been to make sure we have a champion for everyone to enjoy. So we try to have a diverse champion pool that's inclusive of all cultures, genders, and in-game skill levels for
But I don't
every
know.
role. And that brings us to our first new champion of the year.
Ty zmrde.
Milio bude co to bude? Bude to holka nebo chlapčete? Milio bude to holka, že jo? No jasně.
I'm super excited for all of you to meet our male enchanter from Ishtal,
Posilovač z Ištalu. OK.
displaying an incredible
Z džungle.
understanding of the fire axiom at a young age. Milio uses fire not to raise cities, but to soothe wounds. Now
Enchanter support.
he travels to Ishalcan, carrying
Išaukan je hlavní město Ištalu, no.
the hopes and dreams of his family on his back, along with his trusty backpack. He's about to face the biggest
Tak je to on, vole.
challenge of his young life, the
Wow.
medallion. His journey to Ishalcan will broaden his horizons and introduce him to new people and places, but it'll also bring him closer to Yuntao's darkest secrets. But no matter what challenges come, he'll
On má strašně otravný hlas, nemá? Čete?
always bounce back into action and be ready for his next adventure.
Na Fury! Kurva, co to je? To je Black Panther, ta hra? Wakanda?
After we're done with the adorable enchanter, we're moving on to something a bit edgier. I know some of you love complex champions and novel link skill descriptions, but others wants to focus on macro play and pounce into action with a straightforward kit. If that sounds like you, good news. Nefiri is a
Darkin! Ah!
Darkin for you. She's a mid-lane assassin made for
Je to ona.
those of us who want to focus on the hunt. After awakening from her slumber, her first objective is to track down her darkened brethren. Her newfound
Výborně.
body, or bodies, seems like a cruel twist of fate at first, but they prove useful for locating her fellow Darkin, and as a source of wisdom. After all, it's always better to hunt in a pack.
Darkin.
I
To budou čokli, to bude hodně psů, ne? To bude hodně psů najednou, třeba, ne? Si myslím.
have some bad news.
To má být prej čokol, vole, s díkou v hubě, nebo co?
So, unfortunately, Nefiri is the
Jo.
only champion this year without a shirt. We know how much you
Uh.
all love abs, so don't worry. We'll
Ne. Skarner, konečně do píči.
It's been a while since we spoke about everyone's favorite crystal scorpion. The Skarner VGU team has started exploring ways to dial up his scorpion fantasy.
Ano.
At this phase, we're leaving no arthropod hiding stone unturned to find exciting themes
Ty vole,
and
vypadá jo.
stories. We'll be releasing a dev blog later this year with more information on his progress. Looking further out,
Když Serafín bude zpívat na jeho krystal.
we also have a hang.
Naštvaného ledového junglera. Počkej, toto je... Jako co to vypadá? Vypadá to jako Noxus? To vypadá jako... Ty vole, já nevím, to mi připadá, co to měl bydlet Vladimír třeba. Docela dost. Jako Vladimír v barák v Noxu. Třeba bude mít něco společného s Vladem, to je ten champ, já nevím. Ne?
Hungry jungler and an artistic mid laner who are
Jsou tam hory okolo. Může být kdekoliv, všude jsou hory, vole, na runeteře.
looming in the distance.
Možná Ionie. Tady jsou nějaký stromy takhle. Možná nějaká Ionie, no, nevím. Asi co to je, jakýsi čínský znaky, tak to je, vole, to je podobný Ionii.
They're a bit too early to talk about at the moment, but look out for future teasers. That's all for me today. I'll hand it back to Riot Brightmoon for some final thoughts.
That pretty much wraps up things for today. But I do have one small update I want to share before we go. For years, you've been asking us for the ability to play League in any language, no matter where you are.
To bohužel neprovádím, no. I když mám tu možnost.
I'm happy to share that later this year, you'll be able to select your language in League settings. We hope this makes your
Fakt? Už tam je 10 let, nikdo to nepoužívá.
experience a little bit more enjoyable, no matter where you're playing from or what language you speak.
Tak to bylo všechno, no, co tam mají.